Cincinnati Bengals.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports.
This will make it into the end zone. They had no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Running from the gun with Henry. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Tannehill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first.
1st down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's got Smith here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 42. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
They'll run here with Mixon, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Rashaan Evans.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
47-yard line.
On second down, Burrow. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Going deep downfield for Roll. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 57 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Titans nothing. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Titans nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. So we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But this
wide open, complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
The 20-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
To Joe Mixon.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4. at the 31-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
And 5.
From the gun on third down is Burrow, escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
At the 49-yard line.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 40. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On first down, it's Tannehill. Completes it to Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now Burrow to throw on second down. Green brings it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
11 more on that one, and another first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Joe Mixon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Tackle made by Jayon.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Pickup. Second and 6 at the Titans' 31-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd there to make the grab. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this one complete to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st down, it's Henry. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
Henry on the handoff.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They're on the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Again, it's Henry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he... Can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Hubbard on the tackle. It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Tannehill. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They find some open field here. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big pickup there on the run. 30 yards. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown.
Tennessee.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game.
Conversions.
And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Well, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Titans 18.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And this carries into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give to Henry. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Titans on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. He gets it to Brown, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
The 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
Logan Wilson on the tackle.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown.
To Corey Davis.
The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Titans have taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
They'll get this out wide to Boyd. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
3rd down and 4.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
54, check, watch 54.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
It's a gain of 4.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Looking for the end zone. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Henry. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now